Hi Libra, welcome to your message or messages that you need to hear for November 26th through November 25th. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays for those that celebrate. This is intended to be a romantic love reading, but it may resonate for other areas in your life. Also check out the description box below for everything else you need to know about this video and the recommended reader shout out. Good gracious, can I mess this up even more? The recommended reader shout out goes to Carol's Universe Tarot. Love and support to her. Check her out. Show her some love and support as well. All right, here we go for Libra. Libra. Message you need to hear. Messages. Oopsie. There you are. Justice. Okay. Hanged Man, 10 of Wands, 2 of Cups, 5 of Cups, let's say 3 of Cups, Page of Wands, Knight of Swords, and 5 of Wands. All right, let me get the little guys here. Well, let's see, Libra, Pisces, Aquarius. I think this is about seeing things for what it is, and you. It's not just moving forward, but staying vigilant about things. What does that mean? All right, hold on. What's this 10 of Wands here? Because, all right, what's this 10 of Wands? 5 of Swords. Oof. 2 of Cups. What's this 2 of Cups about? The Devil. And what's this 5 of Cups? Oh, ouch. Okay. What's this Hangman about? Someone's still open, but the World. All right, so we have a breakup based on someone feeling like they need to move on because this relationship just wasn't, did somebody outgrow somebody? What's this 5 of Swords or 5 of Wands about? Because we got 5 and 10 of Wands here. What's this about? Okay, what's this Page of Wands? Hold on a minute. This is, all right, Page of Wands. Okay, Libra. 2 of Cups. There it is. Okay, so this is someone that, and that's why the stay vigilant came up. Because this is somebody that they felt like they needed to do, it's either they needed to do the right thing, or this was just too much work and they had to cut ties because of that. Even though they felt a very, you both felt a very strong connection here. This is someone that for the amount of work involved in this relationship, they are like, I'm doing all the work here. Like, this is what, holy cow. And you need to give back. And this is about fairness and equality. And if you're not going to contribute, if you're not going to pay attention to me, if you're not going to value us, then I've got to move on. And I need to value myself. And I need to be in a relationship that I am valued. And so no shade, no judgment, no shade or judgment here. This is simply what's showing up here is across the board. Somebody did not want this ending, but it's like, okay, well, this is not, it's just not for me. It's, I don't think it was that there could have been issues with control. Could have been thinking that Libra was too controlling, or it was that there was no growth. Because either things were like hunkered down and controlled, or there was no growth. There was nothing. You two aren't progressing, and it was an issue of fairness and equality, and someone needing to feel more valued in this relationship. And I think the stay vigilant before, I think that may have been actually you needing to address a few things that have gone unaddressed with this person. This quite possibly could be about you taking the initiative to make amends, because if you don't, now mind you, if you want this relationship, this is someone that would welcome this back if you were to get vertical on this and pursue them and to make up for lost time, so to speak. This is someone that didn't want to close out on you. They wanted to close out on the relationship because the relationship and the dynamics aren't working. But if you were to do what they would like, which is basically more attention and reciprocity in the relationship, this could be back on track. However, don't throw things at the screen. The choice is up to you, because if not, they're going to move on. So if you want this, it is there. It is going to be up to you, though, to pursue and to address and to be assertive with this person. Otherwise, it's kind of dead in the water, because they're like, well, I'm out. This is not working. Everything's up to me, and I'm tired. I'm really tired, and I'm having to save myself here and self-respect. So if you want it, go for it, because they're open to it. They're open to you coming around. But if you don't want this, then don't. But it could very well be that this is about you remembering this person and their needs and their wants, and considering them, remembering how important and valuable they were. If it is not about you remembering them and the good times and wanting to honor that and wanting to make up for lost time with this person, then this is also about you needing to it kind of feels like, I mean, we got this is coming up pretty strong here. This could very well be about needing to handle issues related to commitment and connection. Oopsie. If you're not interested in this relationship, then obviously this is about you two going your separate ways, and you pursuing somebody that you feel more of a fit with, or that you want to give that attention to. Because it's not that you're not capable of it. Perhaps this relationship just ran its course. Things are as they should be. But if it is about you wanting to be with this person, I think a few heart-to-hearts are in order. They wouldn't turn you away. Let's say that. Some of you are already throwing things at the screen. 6 of Wands just jumped. So this is it. Maybe it was an issue about you two wanting different things, wanting to go in different directions. What else for Libra? The Empress. All right. So this is you need some what you need is okay. So it could be Taurus or Aries, but this is about nurturing and attention and caring, and this could very well be that you both need to depart from this relationship because it was quite taxing. Nobody was getting what they needed here, and this is about self-care. You two weren't thriving. This was not about either one of you getting your needs met. But in this reading, what's highlighted, or what it's about, is what the message they want you to know, and that is that they weren't getting their needs met. They felt like they weren't honored or respected, and that they were having to work doubly hard, and that you weren't giving back. And they wanted more. They wanted to progress. They wanted more. So whether that's reasonable or realistic or not, that's obviously your situation and your life, your call. You do with this what you want. But if we're looking at it from their perspective, they want you to basically fight for them and make the changes that need to be made. They want you to pursue. They want you to apologize. They want you to make up for lost time, and they want you to fight for this connection. But if you don't, and I think that's why the 5 of Cups and the 3 of Swords is here, is that they're just really disappointed that they didn't mean that much. According to them, they didn't matter that much. They wanted to matter more. So depending on what you want to do, you could either turn this around if you wanted to, because it's like they're still, I can't believe I'm saying this, they're still vulnerable. And I don't mean that like, get in there and get that. They're still vulnerable. No. But they're still, the door is not closed. They're trying to move on, but it is not closed yet. So if you want this, you can go back and turn this around. If you don't, this is about going after and pursuing the next thing that is what your heart's desire is. And they might have felt like they were in competition with that. It's not, for the Libras that I'm reading for, this isn't about them being with someone else, or this isn't about you being with someone else. But it's like each of you need to go off and pursue what you want in a relationship with someone else. So it's not that you're, dumping this person to go be with this one. It's like each of you, you weren't on the same page. That 6 of Wands and then the Empress, you weren't on the same page. you probably, Libra, were not getting your needs met by this person, or you just weren't that interested, and so they'd be heartbroken. Again, if it's there, go for it, repair it. They're willing and receptive. If not, you two both need to go find what you need from other relationships, because this dynamic looks like it wasn't working for you either. All right, what else for? Oopsie. Oh, wrong one. Let's see what they have to say to Libra. What would your person say? Let's see. Your person's. Seeing you reminds me of the things I know deep down, and that's not always easy to deal with. Okay? Huh. Maybe you wanted more from them, and they're just like, I'm working so hard, but I just can't. And that's no disrespect to crosswatchers. It's just, again, not on the same page. Maybe you two see relationship and relating to each other differently. And it was like asking something of someone that they just can't give. What else for Libra? As far as they plan to they plan to grieve, and they're going to pursue other, they want to find someone. They want to be with someone. It could very well be, though, I'm a little worried about this dynamic because there could have been some codependency here, a lot of control. There was an issue of control in this relationship, in this dynamic. So I'm a little worried that if they're more comfortable with that, and I might not be the healthiest thing for you, or you simply just don't prefer that dynamic. But it feels like this is someone that will be whatever you want them to be, so long as you provide certain things for them. I don't know. It feels like someone is like, I'll be whatever you need or whatever you want, but you have to give me this, this, and this. Which, to be fair, to be honest, sometimes, very successful relationships can be built on that contractual. It's like, okay, here's the parameters. But this feels like a lot of it's unspoken, and there's a lot of manipulation, or it's unspoken but expected. And with each, it's like over time the ante just gets more and more. Like someone gets more and more kind of, that's not good. Okay, this is gonna be lost on me. Treasure, it says. I feel like it's about self-care, honestly. I feel like this is about you pulling back and going after and pursuing what matters most to you, and what it's about you finding someone that, I want to say, speaks to your soul. I feel like this person, the more I'm getting into the reading, the more it feels like you two just wanted different things, and you weren't getting your needs met, which is why you checked out on them, because you like relationship. It's not that. But this isn't, maybe someone was too clingy. I don't know. You weren't getting your needs met either, but they blame you. But I don't think they're taking a look at how their own issues with connection and intimacy, and how they might have a tendency to smother or to be really controlling. And then that brings out someone needing to be really disaffected or unattached, or just kind of like, oh God. Because we've got this right here. Seeing you reminds me of the things I know deep down that are not always easy to deal with. And we got the Six of Cups here too. This is someone that might need to rectify their pattern of relating to someone. Might need to focus on some self-care here. If this is not your dynamic, I get it. Again, if this is just someone trying to get over you two, and they're kind of struggling, and they would welcome with open arms if you were to return, okay, on its face, that's very sweet and innocent. But I'm a little worried about the control dynamic for some of you, that even though this is hard, and maybe it's best for you two to go find others that you fit better with, because there's a lot of old stuff here that was playing out that did not work with the two of you. And I feel like this is speaking to childhood right here. This treasure, it goes back to what you hold most dear, and what you value, and how you want to be treated, and that tender underbelly of all of us that is like, wanting that held sacred, and to be treated with kindness, and to have that held utmost in relationships. And granted, there's some responsibility for everybody to do that for themselves, but this was not that. This connection was not that. So on its face, somebody did not feel respected or valued, but there were some childhood wounds playing out here also. This is someone that the more time went on, I think there was an increasing amount of control that you probably, Libra, were just not comfortable with. And it's like, I need to bolt. I need to get out of here. I can't. It started to feel smothering. That's what it feels like. It feels smothering. Did I do everything? I did that. I did that. I did that. Okay, I did everything. All right. Okay, Libra, I hope this was helpful. I'm not trying to call anybody out. I don't mean to be disrespectful. I think it's good if you two pursue other people. I think the dynamics here got a little warped, and it might even bear looking at some issues of, dare I say, issues with your maternal person, your mom, or issues of being nurtured and nurturing yourself that could be relating to childhood. Maybe someone in the relationship might have been seeking too much care or expecting too much out of their partner, been too domineering at the same time. Just saying. This took a turn, didn't it? All right. I hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you in the next reading, and you take care.